Okay, I'm gonna jump into the Ram Rebel.
Rebel 12.
The Rebel right here. Rebel 12, even better. You just ordered, you can now order it today, right? Did it release the ordering for the 12 today? Okay, awesome. I wish this guy would just get out.
So you're driving, right?
I'm driving.
You're driving. Good?
Oh my God. Hey, you want to be my cameraman? Can you just hold this, please? Yeah, it's running.
Brian, Mike Raymond.
Brian Grant.
How you doing?
Good. I remember you. I had dinner with you at
Oh, in
Scottsdale.
Scottsdale. Yeah, I think that was the last night of short lead, right?
Yeah, the launch.
Okay.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, at dinner was you and who was
Lynn Beckwith,
from
ESPN.
ESPN or
Yeah.
EBC,
All right.
whatever it was.
Heated steering wheel on, so it passes passes my test for today.
Just wanted to dry off.
Yeah.
So have you been in a Rebel before?
Yeah, at that event.
Okay.
And today on this, I want to try the locking diff because I drove the Longhorn and we turned off traction control and I just kind of had some fun with it.
Okay.
And I wanted to compare that to the locking diff.
Okay.
And we had it in 4 auto, so 4 high is okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then this is the e-torque.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So can I?
If you want, you can shut it off.
Okay. And then this is off-road height 2.
No, that's one. Keep going.
Okay, so we'll raise that to off-road 2.
So you'll be +2 in terms of your ride attitude from call it a base suspension.
Okay. And then
So what's unique here in the Rebel is built-in performance shocks. Okay, you get a +1 geometry setup off the axle, rear axle, and so forth. This vehicle, of course, is equipped with air suspension, but you can get it as a coil suspension as well.
okay.
And,
So this is pretty similar to the Longhorn that I just drove, except for this has like skid plates and.
with an off-road
setup.
package, yeah, you get the skid plates. That's correct.
Okay. I'm ready. Are you ready?
Sure.
Okay. Woo! It's 41 degrees out, so it's
Let's drop it.
yeah.
That's 43 a lot. And the Duratrack 33-inch, tires, from Goodyear.
Go that way.
Yep. So 33-inch tires with 18-inch wheel. Comes standard on the Rebel, and you get then 3 powertrain selections or engine selections. 3.6 mild hybrid, a 5.7, and a 5.7 mild hybrid are your choices.
Okay.
And this is the Rebel 12 package.
Will there eventually be a 6.4 or 6.2, or you don't know? We don't know.
No.
Okay. It's a lovely day.
Liquid sunshine.
This is
Always.
perfect.
It's a day in the office.
All right. So this one is the only Rebel with the 12-inch screen. So it's the Rebel 12.
Yes.
Okay.
That comes with leather seats.
Leather.
Just offering.
Okay.
We're seeing the market fell in love with the 12-inch, right?
Yeah. Who doesn't like that?
Right.
Yeah. And then we have heated seats, heated steering wheel. They're vented too. Let's go to. Okay. So is there a vented seat option on the Rebel?
Not sure on the Rebel. I know when you
Okay.
get in the Longhorn Limited, you get it there.
Okay.
I'd have to double check it out.
It is an easy screen to get through, though. Yeah, I'm kind of bummed because I drove a press car here, and they like gave all the cars away to get people to take them back to the hotel.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I'll take one if someone can take me back here. They're like, no, we're not driving that much. Yeah, it is nice and toasty though. The heated seats are good. Oh, and you have the panel roof. Can we open the
dual
shade?
pane. Sure.
So even though
So basically what you have optional on this is, like I said, air suspension is optional, dual pane sunroof is optional. In terms of like what you got fitted right here.
and then even though we're in 4-wheel high, we're in off-road mode.
Off-road 2.
Off-road 2. So in off-road 2, if we go over 15 miles an hour, it lowers.
Over 25, it'll lower to off-road 1.
Okay.
And when you're in off-road 1, once you clip 45, we'll bring you back down to what we call normal ride height.
Okay.
And then when you clear 60 miles an hour, we'll drop you into our aerodynamic mode.
I see. Okay.
And then if your entry exit is minus 2 inches from that called normal ride height, and so when you're in that lowest position, entry exit, the minute you clip 20 miles per hour, we'll raise the truck.
It'll come back up.
Come back up. Right?
Okay. So it tries to retain the mode that you were in last.
Yeah, you basically want to get to a normal ride height or aerodynamic ride height, depending on your settings.
And I do feel a difference between this and the Longhorn with your new different shocks on this.
Yep.
one.
So yeah, with the Longhorn, okay. So the Rebel, you're at +1, and you get the Bilstein shocks. So all unique shock tunings, different shock tunings, and so forth.
It's a messy day, so I like to kind of make a little bit of a mess. Is that all right?
Yeah, they had a
That should be good. And then locking diff is axle lock. It's on the fly.
Yep.
Okay.
And you'll stay, the E-locker will stay locked until 25 miles an hour.
Okay.
And at that point, it'll kick you out. And then the minute you get below 20 miles an hour, it'll re-engage automatically.
Awesome.
And GKN is the supplier of that particular unit.
And I know we
All
talked about.
electromagnetic controlled, so this clutch drops in, the clutch drops in, dog clutch.
That's what I
and
noticed.
locks up.
I drove the Longhorn, and it was so easy to stay on track even with traction control off because it felt like it was throwing power around. Is that what it's doing?
Well, did it have limited slip? I don't know what kind of axle was in that truck.
It didn't have this.
It didn't have the E-locker, but
Right.
if you had limited slip, it would throw traction to the basically the tire that's got it is not slipping.
Okay.
Okay, so whatever your tractive side is, it'll give that priority and get torque to that wheel.
Okay. So
And then you had ESC on or on?
off.
Okay. Yeah. So that's your limited slip. So that's what you had in the truck.
It was a lot of fun. And this hood design, is this like extra venting added to it, or is this a design?
There's no extra venting. It's
Okay.
all part of the
Yeah, there
aesthetics.
is.
Huh?
There is?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, at the top.
Well, it's just the aesthetic color.
So it's the,
No,
the
it's
same-
open.
It's the same vent as the.
I'll show you, Mike.
Okay.
It's behind the mastic.
Yeah. Take a look at that.
You can't see it. It's behind the mastic.
Okay.
The mat.
And then for the electronic differential, that's an option on all of the
Yes.
1500s. Okay. There is an XD. I wasn't sure if there was that on the field. Now, is the turn ratio different on this one to the other?
This has
trucks?
this has a ratio of 17.6 to 1, so it's a little bit slower than the other trucks.
Okay.
And that's really done with the extra compliance that comes with the Duratrack tires. Okay, we basically slowed the steering ratio down a little bit, just to match it, better match. And so you got a base of 16.4 to 1, and then when you get our long wheelbase crew cab, 153 inch, you get 15.5 to 1. So it has the quickest steering because of the longer wheelbase.
You all right back there, Dave?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This track has definitely changed in the last 20 minutes. So the bed sizes are all the same. Or they're
No,
two bed
you've
sizes?
got two bed sizes,
Okay.
5'7", which you get on the crew cab. And then we have a 6'4" box, which you get on the quad, and then the crew long. So when you get that 153-inch crew long, you get the 6'4" box.
Okay. And this one is the standard 5.7.
Yes.
Okay. And the wheelbase changes between those two, or is it the same wheelbase?
Between
Between
the
the-
quad's at 140.5. Crew short is at 144.5, and crew long is at 153.
Okay.
Basically, what we've done is we've taken our two crew cabs and grew the wheelbase by 4 inches compared to the previous 1500 Ram.
Okay. And that
Or the
120.
Ram Classic, I should say.
Oh, the class. Yeah. Okay. So between the classic and the new 1500, you saved 125 pounds.
It was 225.
225,
pounds,
but
yep.
125 was from the frame.
125 out of the chassis.
Okay.
Chassis, powertrain, engine systems. 100 pounds came out of the frame directly.
And then that
Even though we grew the wheelbase, we took 100 pounds out of the frame.
and that translates even into the long bed and the. Okay. Wow. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's roughly 100 pounds out of the body structure, and we took 125 pounds out of, the architecture being, the chassis as well as engine systems, muffler, exhaust, and powertrain.
Okay.
And the axle, we saved around 10 pounds out of the axle, redesigned it for higher GPWs, bigger gowers, but took weight out at the same time.
And on this, the Rebel, you guys have an exhaust with resonators. Did you change anything on the exhaust?
Oh, the exhaust tuning's changed, yeah.
Okay.
We tweaked all that.
Is the engine exactly the same?
5.7?
Yeah.
Yes, the 5.7 has not changed.
Okay, so no, you got the same headers or whatever on
Yep.
there. Okay.
We've expanded MDS, the cylinder deactivation
Okay.
in 4-cylinder mode. So we've expanded that to help with overall powertrain efficiency. And that's where we brought in active noise cancellation as well as our tuned mass modules that sit on the frame to help kill vibration.
Okay.
Help maintaining some comfort when you get into 4-cylinder mode.
Yeah, because you guys added that. What is it?
Active tuned mass modules.
Yes.
18 mm's, yep, hanging on the frames.
Yeah.
And you
'cause
get that with the 5.7s.
And when it's idling, does it idle in 4-cylinder, or is it only
No,
when you're
it's pure, only when you're
coasting?
eco mode. Yep.
So this is kind of like out of Jurassic Park right now. Waiting for the animals to attack.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's been a crazy day. Crazy day. But I'm having a lot of fun. Yeah, these trucks are awesome. And then when we get down to the field there, I want to kind of open up a little bit. Just kind of
Sure.
see what the play is like with that traction off and then the diff lock on. Want to buy a little bit more room there. And so when you're in off-road mode or any of that, when you have the e-torque system active, it doesn't change the
No, it'll still
settings.
shut down. You have to come to a stop before it'll shut down.
Okay, so if you're on an incline, you get the auto hill hold, the hold
Mhm,
assist.
yep.
And then it would still shut off if you're at an incline, or does it have a certain parameter where it won't shut the engine off?
Good question on the grades. Let me follow up on that one. for
Okay.
you. Let me follow up.
Turn that on.
We have a pressure accumulator in the transmission. Some of it does shut off. It maintains pressure, so you can immediately restart it.
Oh yeah, I huge difference with the diff lock. I'm trying to get out. Nice. Avoid these. Yeah, got it. So when you have traction control off like this, is it still kind of on?
There, yeah, we'll keep the extreme limits.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, you can shut it off, and then basically we still have those borderlines, so to speak, where we'll intervene.
Okay. So it's not all me.
Huh?
It's not all me.
No, it'll
Okay.
it'll still say, hey, you're approaching a limit condition, and it'll still fire, but
And so that's
it just delays it. What happens?
So that's really handy on ice.
Right.
Yeah, when you hit something you really just don't know about.
Yes.
Okay. Well, there are so many FCA vehicles here, it feels like an FCA event, so that's cool. Looks like more water's coming over now.
What's the lightest vehicle? We'll see if they get pushed off.
Right? Yeah, I think lunch starts at 11. Did you guys get that memo?
Yeah.
Okay. And then they're going to, after lunch, go to the hotel, and then 2 o'clock is the road. Yeah.
I don't know what he knows there.
Nice. So it did automatically change to normal.
Yeah, as
height.
soon as you clip 25 miles an hour,
Okay.
it'll climb.
So if I disable
Excuse me.
traction,
Go ahead, sorry.
if I disable traction control, does it change ride height at all?
No.
Okay. So we'll put it up a little bit. And you can get the Harman Kardon in the Rebel too?
Yep, all 900 watts of it. Yeah, 19
Nice.
speakers.
Nice. I thought it was only for the limited and the Longhorn.
It's part of the
12?
12. Yeah.
Ah, okay. You can tell I didn't read the press release on it yet, or Kimberly's email. But where the schedule today has changed so much that it's impossible. I'm going to go ahead and validate myself to the
Sure.
10.
And I will text a friend for your question.
These Nissan guys. I'm going to go right here because there is less mud. Just watch that table when you open the door.
Okay, I'll stay put. All right, Brian.
Yeah, thank you,
Pleasure
Mike.
seeing you again.
All right. Thanks for holding the camera, Dave. Have a good one. All right, that's it. The 2019 Ram Rebel 1500 with a 12-inch screen, Harman Kardon, diff lock, e-torque. Hope you enjoyed it.
Enjoyed it.